It's 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Seahawks nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. To Michelle on the dump off. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
It's 3rd down.
So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the All-Pro safety. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Wide receiver.
He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
Down at the 14.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Quandre Diggs on the tackle.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, Newton to Michel on the screen. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On the crossing route, complete. That's James. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Seahawks nothing.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First down, New England.
Newton on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Off play action. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from
a 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Seahawks 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Check 50, check 50. Slam.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Carson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson will find Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf. And when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Reed returning. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Check. Crouch. 36 power.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Nick Foles.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Tighten up, go 14.
Now Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines
and now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. There he goes left side. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Don't get nervous. Whip. Watch the whip. You go tight. You got tight right there. Deuce. Watch the shift. Hey.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Let's get off the field.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. The pass complete. It's Byrd. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Right to the 3. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Again, Newton. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Richie James there to make the grab. And the Patriots are pouring it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. From the gun, Newton flushed out right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
49.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Operating from the gun, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
Dalton Keene with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
His kick.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Patriots 56, Seahawks 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And that'll make it third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Throwing again is Newton. He shakes him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Carlos Dunlap drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Patriots.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll throw right away. They'll run the screen with Carson. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The handoff to Chris Carson.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run again with Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Here's Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And the Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, here we go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Newton's going to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton eluding the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's James. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Ready? Look at it. Mike's 50. I'm trying to collect. Mike's 50.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
50 seconds to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Switch. 8.
Newton throwing again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. To the air again, Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
57, Mike, 57.
Throwing here, Newton. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
64, Seahawks 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometime.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. He's checking. 20. He's checking. Crash. Kill.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
New England.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Seahawks 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go. Strong right.
Gun.
Strong right. Hey! We got three. Three down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now he'll fire deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Tonight's final score, Patriots 78, Seahawks 6.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Go! Check 26, check 26. Hey! Check 80.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damiere Byrd, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On first down, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved in a combined 33 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A pass underneath for Carson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are.
Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown Seahawks. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
8, Patriots 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Off play action. Newton rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 17 yards.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Again, Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
It's a gain
Give him
of
32 on the play.
First down, New England.
From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, they'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
For Pete Carroll, by the way, his ties to the Patriots go deeper than that heartbreaking loss in Super Bowl 49. He was actually the Patriots head coach for 3 years. Some people forget that, 97, 98, and 99. And he had some degree of success as they went 27 and 21 in those 3 seasons.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Mike 54. Mike 54. Check right, check right. Check 99. Check ankle. Back.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
We got to step it up. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Come on, D. 12. Check 13.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again here, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the 2nd round, not the 1st round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 22 yards. First down, Patriots.
From the 50, Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Complete.
Richie James, 50 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This is Carson.
Anthony Jennings in that time defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game, because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Wilson
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Then he finds a man. It's Olsen.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Wilson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the 10. To throw again is Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
By the Patriots.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check three. Watch 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He'll get this underneath to Michelle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Newton on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's James. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got it at the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Dante Hightower on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
26-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
For a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check it backer, check it backer. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
On 1st down, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos Hyde. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
The Patriots.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 8.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. TJ Green with a pick. There goes Green. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
He's going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And this offense is running away with this one. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. A gain of 6 there on first.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damiere Byrd, 29 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Newton throwing again. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Seahawks 8.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, and a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Wilson will throw again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
46-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
60. Seahawks 8.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in onside kick situation.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
A gain of 9.
As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
The 34-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
The onside kick is recovered by the Seahawks.
How's that, bro? Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curve.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing here, Newton. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And, oh, he took that one-handed. What a grab. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Seahawks 8.
A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Shaquille Griffin. Newton's pass intercepted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about it.
And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch out. 20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. It's James. The 20, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew